What's up, guys? Ev and Aldo here. So I'm going to first start out by waiting for some people to get into the chat just to make sure we have it. Okay, one person's in. So I'm going to start out with some analysis. Then I'm going to answer some questions after. Okay, so let's get started. So on Bitcoin, we've been seeing an interesting situation. So basically, bumping around this nice spider line here. We came down on the 30-minute, a little trigger wave brought us down, blood diamond, came down, then up to this general area, spiral line, good place to lock in profits even before that. And, the main deal, what we're talking about is, let's do a top-down analysis here and get rid of these to not confuse anyone. So on the weekly, VWAP came down, and now it's curving back up. But the thing is, what could happen here, and this is, I don't think this will happen, but this is the more bearish case, we do curve up, and this happens more in smaller time frames, so it could happen here. You're trying to come down, and then you finally come down, something like that. So you're trying to come down, up a little bit, then finally come down, just like that. So there we go. Take that away. I think it's less likely that'll happen, and why I'm still a bit bullish is if we look at the weekly is printing a green dot, by the way. I forgot to mention that. If we look at the 4-day, green dot. We look at the 5-day, green dot as well. That's a decent place. This would give us, a nice area. We could guesstimate, bam, up like this. February peak out sometime next year, April, March, May, something like that. I think that's the most likely scenario. I think there's a good shot that we peak out around then. I'm more in that boat for the lengthening cycle theory. I don't think it's good. I think it's either going to be sometime near the end of the year, maybe in a month or two, December, or it's going to be sometime in 2022. I could definitely see that happening. So let's go down in some smaller time frames. I tried to go short yesterday, and it didn't work out too well. The weekend calls are tough. I went in a little bit too early, and I got stopped out of my Bitcoin short, and got stopped out of a little bit of my Ethereum short. This was discussed on my exclusive Discord. Link in the description below if you want to check it out. But yeah, printing the green dot here in the 16 hours. So you got to lean for the very short term, at least for the day. A little bit more bearish. Great short entry right at the 49. That would have been a good place to do at least a scalp short there. And if you're not in a position now, the main thing to look at is some of these smaller time frames. Hourly, looks like we're trying to come into the red. We're coming back up. We may try to come back into the red. When we do come back into the red, say you get a situation like that, we bounce around a little bit, then bam, you come back to this general area. Maybe we print a trigger wave around there. That's a good estimate. Onto the 30-minute, same type of deal. Print, maybe another red dot there, and then another trigger wave down here. Bam, that'll bring us down back to that 0.5 fib level, which is a pretty important level, if I do say so myself. It's definitely, from top to bottom analysis, definitely an important level. So 15-minute, and this is looking, a little bit more bullish. Great little trigger wave there on the 15-minute. One of my main strategies as the trigger wave prints, bam, up to the spiral line, 4-hour. Still pointing up. We've been kind of below for a while. This is kind of a weird sideways situation. Usually this doesn't happen too much, but since you're in the green, you would lean a little bit more bullish. The same reason why you would lean bullish considering you're printing green dots on very high time frames like the 4-day, 5-day, weekly, that type of stuff. Also back to the 2-hour right here. A little trigger wave there coming up with the VWAP. So it's tough to say exactly. You can't really derive much from that time frame, but the hourly, that's where you really got to look for here for potential ways down. Where would this bring us down? Well, here to here, that was about, this crossover, this gave us about 10%. Could we go down another 10%? That's probably the most bearish case for the short term. This spiral line would probably give us, a nice little lift off here, this up here. So 8% is probably the more bearish case. More bullish case, we just keep going up with that 4-hour and pull through up to this general area around 50K. That's going to give us some trouble, most likely. So Ethereum, Coinbase, Ethereum onto that. We are hitting this 618 fib level right now, and it's been interesting, kind of just toying around with that. Same basic deal. We didn't cross over into the red just yet on Ethereum on the half hour. 30-minute, you're printing a little bit of a trigger wave. However, if we look at these higher time frames, you're still down, just like there, you're still coming down. This is the big thing. If we hold this level, which, I mean, it's curving up here, so it doesn't look too bad. A little trigger wave there. It's curving up. If we regain this and this acts as support, that's the bullish case for Ethereum. We come back up, that'd probably bring us up to 35 again, around 35. That's a big psychological area. If we do come up that high, that's gonna probably give us at least a little bit of trouble here. We're a little bit more delayed than Bitcoin, about to print that green dot in the weekly. So nice little wave right there, 3-day confirmed. So in all likelihood, you will come up, I'd say, a little bit more. You can map it out the same way. It would bring you sometime into 2022 where we finally peak out. Where would that peak bring us to if we have a situation like that? I mean, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot if we measure out, from here, let's say this basic area into here, 1700%. That would be insane. Let's see where in the world that could possibly bring us to. About $50,000 Ethereum. No, that's not going to happen. But you can map it out, the general price difference that we'll see basically from, well, it would be more from this general area. So about 50, probably, like I said, September of 2020, something along those lines, 100%, a couple 100%, somewhere between 5,000 to 15,000, I would say, somewhere in that general area. Broader range for Ethereum. I still think between 100 to 200K for Bitcoin as well. So those are basically the lower time frames. 4 hour, you're coming back up. So you're seeing some possibilities here. You're seeing some possibilities for trying to go along. A little trigger wave there. I'm looking right here. Maybe I want to see something a little bit better to go long. Maybe let me look at the 20-minute. Currently just in my swing longs right now. I got stopped out of the short yesterday. I did win one of the shorts yesterday, trying to get that. But yeah, little trigger wave there. I want to wait maybe a little bit more, see if we really have this line act as support. That's the important thing. Let's look at the chat. So what's up, guys? Second try. Yeah, I didn't realize. The thing is, let me get my QuickTime up. Oh, so that brought us out. So different location, as you guys can see. Let's go back to our. Oh, what? I can't. I gotta. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Different location here. So different setup. Float on top. Okay, now we're good. Thank you for your vid this morning. Maybe I was sit well in the chat. I didn't make a video this morning. My video is from yesterday, the last video I put out. I'm not sure. Made me almost quit my job. Well, okay. Yeah, I want to look at Solana. I'm definitely going to look at Solana. See what happens in terms of support and resistance. You give spiral lines the same way as fib levels, daily average levels. Do you find that? Okay, so I give spiral lines and fib levels. Basically, the main fib levels are basically the most important thing. If you're wondering, I'm just using this because the desk is rough, and if I have my hand too much on it, it's gonna hurt my skin. So I'm not injured or anything, but so yeah, basically, fib levels, those main fib levels I have from top to bottom from big areas, those are very strong, probably even stronger than the spider lines, and spider lines are number 2. Those are 2 main things I look at. EMAs, I look at a little bit, kind of the bull market support band EMA, but other than that, not too much of an EMA guy. So yeah, I want to take a look at Luna. I want to take a look at Engine Coin. 2 lines over the big short. All position of profit feels good, man. Yeah, that's the way I trade. That's the best way to trade in my opinion. So good for you, man. Yeah, I'll take a look at VeChain. Sorry, I watched it. Europe. Okay, gotcha. The one. Thanks so much, man. First file play at this point until. So altcoins, I think as long as we continue forward, and I think we will in this bull run, I think the classic altcoins will probably outperform Bitcoin. Keep in mind, Ethereum usually doesn't outperform Bitcoin in quarter 4, usually in quarter 1 of the next year. It usually does, which I think probably will happen in this bull run. Maybe we'll have a boring Ethereum for this quarter, kind of like we had in quarter 4 of 2020, where Bitcoin outperformed it. So I think that's a good possibility. So I'm personally stacking up on a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of Chainlink, a lot of Cardano, and a little bit of Avalanche, and I'm looking into getting a position in Solana finally. So yeah, and Matic as well. I'm stacking up a little bit more on Matic. Okay, so interesting. No, it's just a bedroom. It's just a bedroom. Interesting how people think that. I guess the picture, it's a childhood room. But yeah, let's look at the some of these. It's not the best background, but yeah, let's look at some altcoins. Let's see here. Someone says Solana first, right? Yeah, Solana. I want to look at Solana. That's an important one to look at. FTX, I guess. Yeah, that's about right. So, top-down analysis on Solana. Daily, it's looking like everything else seems to be fighting this fib level right here. Money flow still coming up, so not a crazy cause for concern. 12-hour. Ooh, might not be the worst place to go short on this, because you're coming down to the 12-hour, so let's look at some other time frames. Look at the 6-hour. Can't really deduce much from this. I mean, money flow crossover down is never good. But 4-hour, going around, and then bam, little trigger wave brought us up here. But can we continue forward? Might. So 1 hour. Yeah, the same as, but very similar to Bitcoin. I mean, we're hitting that resistance level just like we're hitting the spider line on Bitcoin right here. So, it's kind of the thing is kind of the debate on whether we're going to keep it or not. And, I like the trigger wave there. I kind of like what I'm seeing there on the 15-minute. I do like the 20-minute as well, kind of. I mean, you are printing another red dot here, but we have the little trigger wave here. Maybe you want to wait a little bit. It seems like this line is acting as resistance rather than support on these time frames. However, the 4-hour on the VWAP seems to be coming up, so it's up in the air right now. I definitely would say you want to wait until this starts to act as support rather than resistance. Maybe wait for the money flow crossover here. Let's look at the 12-minute. So the 12-minute, yeah, you're coming up. It's like CryptoFace would say, Mama Turtle, and then coming back into the red. Maybe this is where you go long, and then when you finally come into the green later today. That's where it really blows up. So maybe wait for the next green money flow crossover on the 15-minute for Solana. Next one I want to look at is, let's see. I want to look at Luna. That's the next one. Someone said Shiba Inu. Probably gonna skip that. I don't feel like looking at the meme coins. Maybe I'll do that one after. Luna and Engine, yeah, because I've been talking about those too. So Luna, okay, so basically looking like a lot of other things. Yeah, we're in an all-time high here. Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, so we would have to, well, we could bring our fib level up a little bit. We can redraw our fib level, bring it up. This really performed well. I didn't expect it to perform this well. Wow. Okay, so daily, let's go to the 12-hour. Down, and then, back up here. Can't really deduce too much. VWAP has been above that zero line for a while, so it could be just a delayed version of the correction everything else is starting to has been having. And coming up, curvature up there, up into the green there. We're hitting, well, that's the top. We're in price discovery mode. It looks like we could go a bit farther. 4 hours starting to curve down though. It's like it came down, then finally. We are $50, big psychological point, $50. We'll see if we can get close to it. Now would be the time to, if you're long, take some profits, shave some off, because it looks like we're in a print of divergence there on the 2-hour. That could potentially bring us down quite a bit. Potentially bring us down to, maybe back to 40, around there. 30-minute money flow has, you can draw a divergence here. This is definitely, you can draw a divergence because price is coming up, its money flow momentum waves are coming down. It's only a matter of time before this finally does have a correction. Maybe it'll be, one of the trigger waves in the 15-minute, maybe later today. It'll come back down. This typically performs a little bit differently than a lot of other coins. That's Luna for you. I want to look at Engine Coin as well. So Engine Coin, and let's go to the daily, their fib level from there, and we're curving down the daily like everything else, but money flow seems to be still coming in. 12 hour, we're about to print a red dot pretty soon here on the 12 hour, so it seems like we're kind of rejecting off of that point, definitely. 6 hour, ooh, we're about to go into the green. See what happens here with the 6 hour, printing the red dot, confirms in 30 minutes. It's probably going to confirm. We'll see how low it takes us. A good place to take some profits if you are long on this. 4 hour, the VWAP is, it's a weird situation like a lot of these. Momentum coming down, clear divergence there. VWAP coming down, a good place to take some profits. So coming up into the green here for Engine Coin, you see the same divergence. If you had to estimate this out, you would make the argument this is the bottom, just like the bottom was, or the top, excuse me, just like the top was here before correction down to, I don't know, maybe $1.45, something like that. And same deal here. Look for a trigger wave on the hourly if you want to short possibly. That would have been, not a bad short position right there. A little trigger wave, bam, you're coming down. Rejection, it's acting as resistance rather than support. So might not. Good shot. This will come down a bit more. Choppy there. It seems like it's starting to decide it wants to come down there. Let's get a 20-minute lastly. Looks like it wants to come down. So that's Engine Coin. And we have 31 likes and 100 viewers. Let's see if we can get a few more likes in here, guys. Smash the like button. VeChain. I will take a look at VeChain. Oh, it just updated. So, let's see. Let's take a look at VeChain. I haven't looked at that one in a while. So VeChain seems to be finding support on this Fibonacci level right here. Top-down analysis. That was the best place to really look. Hit off a nice rejection off of 11 cents. Coming up, and now starting to come down, curve down in the daily. Printing the red dot in the 12 hour. Seems like that line is acting as support, though. We'll see if we could hold that. It seems like we might. I like that. You can make the argument that's a little trigger wave in the 4 hour, then bam, you come back up. This isn't looking too bad. It's an interesting situation, because a lot of these altcoins are looking a little bit different than one another right now. A tiny bit different than one another. So VeChain. Back to a 2 hour. Looks like you got a little bit more room. You probably come up to close to 12 cents. 1 hour. I feel like something that will probably happen is you get a situation like this, then you finally come down. So you come up to maybe 12 cents or whatever, and then bam, you come back down. That's what could definitely happen with this. I think that's the most likely scenario. You might come back, you get choppy, come back into the green a little bit, then come down in here. So that's VeChain. I like that though. That would have been a nice. You'll probably with this, you'll probably come up a bit more. You'll probably come up a bit more. I don't think we're over yet. So that's VeChain. So let's see here. I talked about Luna. Loved it. Doors, walking mindset videos. I'll do more of those. I'll probably do them once a week. Some people don't like them, I feel like, but I feel like the majority of people like them. So I'll do it probably like on weekends, like once a week, a vlog or something like that. And let's see. How do you set stop losses? Got brutally stopped out too today. Okay, I'll look at let's see. Let me just I'll talk about. I'll answer the question about stop losses before I look at something else. So basically, let's go to Bitcoin, and I'll show you kind of how to set swing stop losses real quick. I have a video on stop losses too, but Well, basically, you want to set, say you're going long, say, I don't know, say you wanted to go long like on the 15th, you saw this little trigger wave, you wanted to go long here, you'd probably want to set, one stop loss below the last swing low, which was, if you went long over here, just hypothetically, I don't know if this is the best place to go long, say you went long over here, whatever, and you set one stop loss below there, and then you set another 50% below there. That makes sense that your average stop loss position would be, where's my mouse going? Your average stop loss area would be probably, in between there and there, around 1%. So you would have half the position in, and then you would come up all the way here, and you take some profits up here. If you're trying to go short here, so say you're trying to go short right now, although I don't think there's really too much of a reason to go short at the moment other than bouncing off this spiral line, you'd set the stop loss above here, last swing low, because there's no other like big fib level. You could, this would probably, if you wanted to set half here and another half here, what percentage would that be? That's 5%. You'd have to go really low leverage if you're going to do it like that. I would say you probably just want to put your stop loss here. Now let's look. Is this a good place to maybe go short? No, you're printing a green dot on the 4 hours, so probably not the best place to go short. Although sometimes the market does like to play with you. The hour curving down, the 30-minute curving down. It's hard to say right now. I'm going to wait a little bit to do, a position myself. I just don't see enough reason either way to really enter. It does look bullish on these lower time frames, but we're hitting the spider line, so I just don't feel confident really either way to enter a position at the moment. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I want to look at ADA. We'll look at ADA. What else were people saying? Yeah, let's look at ADA because it's such a big deal. So ADA I'm still long on, all the way from $2, and I still have 50% of that position in, I believe, and it's just one where like it's just locked in profit, so I'm just letting it go. So we are hitting a pretty big fib level right now. It seems to be acting as support. That's a bullish case. This could act as support. This is kind of one of the situations where if you went in right here, it's kind of a low risk long because you could just set your stop loss below there or whatever, use good risk management. And then if it goes up a lot, backed up to all-time highs, you're going to make a killing. If you get stopped out, you're going to lose, some crumbs. It won't be too bad. But yeah, that I don't like too much on the 12-hour. However, it's not too bad because money flow is kind of following it down there. Trigger wave there. This one might not be as bad as this one here, so maybe you're hitting the bottom right there. Possibility. Let's look at the 6 hour. I like this. You're curving up with the VWAP. I do like this. This is probably, let's look at some other lower time frames. Yeah, it's trying to come up, little mama turtle, then maybe we'll form a baby turtle here, then come up. So yeah, no, that is looking not too bad. Maybe I should add to my position a tiny bit because that would just bring up my my stop loss entry point just a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. I might add a tiny bit to my ADA position. However, this, you kind of see the possibility of the other ones where you just go back up into the green, then bam, then you go down, back down to maybe $2 or whatever, or 205. I don't really see that happening. I think more likely we'll continue to trend upward with this. I think just with good risk management, that's kind of what you have to do here. So here you are price. You can make the argument that these divergences have kind of played out, so it's not as bad. You are printing trigger waves on the 30-minute. You're coming up with a 15 though, so you got your 15-minute little trigger wave, and you got your 4-hour VWAP coming up. So I would say I would lean a little bit more in the camp where you're probably going to come up, in the camp where you're probably going to be able to come up with this. So I may add a little bit into my long position for this. I already took some profits, but I may add a little bit into my long position. Shout out to whoever wanted me to put this one up. So I have a video, Ian, on spider lines. Check it out. Crypto Face, what's up, man? Everyone thinks I'm in the hospital. I'm in a different location, at a different place. But yeah, no, I didn't really hurt my hand. Just using it because my desk is like all scratchy. But yeah, let's see. I want to look at. People have been talking about this. I don't know what this is. I thought this was. They were talking about like the dollar index or whatever. I do want to look at link after. So let's look at whatever this is first. So Okay, this is a new one. So you're coming down here, so it's a clear divergence on the 4 hour. You're definitely, I mean, you could definitely draw a divergence here. How much is this up since, let's say, this crossover or whatever? Well, how much is this up from here to here? 100%. It's up 100% in the last, where was that? The last couple weeks. Okay. 2 hour, let's see here. I mean, can you draw a bearish divergence there? What's happening here? Yeah, you could still make the argument we're still bearish, come down a little bit more. I mean, could draw a fib level for this. This is a new, I don't know what this does or anything about this, but I mean, bullish case, you're hitting some support right here. And okay. Down. Mama turtle, then form baby turtle, then come back up maybe. It's kind of opposite of what Bitcoin and Ethereum look on it. Like the hourly, theirs is the opposite. I don't know about this. You definitely do have that bearish divergence to watch out for. These smaller time frames, it's just choppy. You can't really deduce much from this. What was the 4 hour? VWAP coming down. I'd hold off on this for a bit. Maybe you'd have, maybe you'd come up. I just don't see enough money curvature on these lower time frames coming up, like I see with ADA. So yeah, I'd hold off on this for now. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Basic attention token. Yeah, I could take a look at. I already looked at Engine Coin. Easy money. AVAX. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I missed a link. I want to look at link because yeah, I did hear about the whales accumulated. I think I heard about that. So, Chainlink, $26. Oh, I like that. On the 15-minute, 4 hour, I like that because we've been below. This looks a little bit more bullish than some other things. Ooh, I think we got a good shot at coming back up here. I think we got a good shot coming back up there to about 30 cents. That I don't like. Yeah, 12 hour, but yeah, no, you can't make any divergence. It's following it, so it's not the worst thing. Yeah, I think there's a good shot. We'll come back up to this general area, 28, 29. Just a little correction on the way up. I think if we do follow the same trajectory we followed from September 2020 to December 2020, or up to up to May of 2021. Excuse me, May of 2021. So I think we will. One thing to look at, the hourly down, up. Little trigger wave, yeah. Like I said before, I think I might put a little long position and try to get some crumbs up to there after this. Not financial advice, but it might come up a little bit more. I want to take a look at Uniswap as well. I haven't looked at that. I don't think I've ever looked at that in the stream. Do I think Uniswap will do well with time? Yeah, I think it probably will. Where do we want to even look at this? Gemini, I guess. Yeah, it probably works. Yeah, I don't even have any fib level drawn out for this. Where was this from May? And here to here. So, okay, it seems like this point's acting as support right now. So that's a good thing. And downward, but no divergence, no clear divergence. The bullish hope would that be acting as support. Still in the red. You would hope for a money flow crossover. It might not be the worst place to go long if you get that money flow crossover there. VWAP seems to be curving upward. That's a good sign. 4 hour. It doesn't look half bad. Mama turtle and baby turtle or whatever. Yeah, it looks like we could come up to 30 cents as well. Uniswap and Chainlink. I may look at both of these. I do think Chainlink looks a little bit better though. 1 hour. That doesn't look too hot. That definitely doesn't look too hot because you have that and then coming down and then maybe, you might have a situation where up and then back down, bring us up to this general area, bam, and down. That's probably the most likely scenario, I would say. A little trigger wave there might not be the worst time to go long on Uniswap. I think you could do it on, ooh, I like that, because you're going to come into the green there. I really like this. Chainlink and Uniswap, ooh, I like that. I really like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I may look at these after. Yeah, I may really look at these after, not financial advice. Okay, so let's see here. Facebook server down. I heard about that. BitBoy was talking about that a little while ago. AVAX is looking probably more bearish than most other things because there's still divergences, happening. So maybe I'll look at AVAX. So everything stopped out and then trading in direction. Everything place stop loss where I was before. Then adding one ATR to it. I don't know what you mean by that. Link LSK looking good. Yeah, I like to look at new ones. I'll look at LSK, then I'll look at basic attention token. Yeah, I do use Brave, guys. Brave is a pretty good browser. I like Brave. I use Chrome and Brave. I like Brave. It has the ad block just it's automatically there. You don't have to mess with anything. Okay, yeah, that would be the next big point. Daily looks like everything else. I'm even gonna. Okay, that's coming down. But you don't see any. You're seeing more of like a bullish divergence rather than a bearish divergence. So yeah, I don't even. Is this? Let's see how volatile this is. I don't even like. How far did we? Down 50% from. Okay, so this hasn't been following really. Well, no, it kind of has since. Yeah, no, it's been following stuff to a certain. I like that money flow crossover. That's always good. 6 hour, it's curving up. I mean, it's not half bad. 4 hour, I do like that because the VWAP's coming back, curving back up, so it could be a good place to try to go back in. Yeah, this isn't looking too bad. It's looking kind of like Chainlink, or probably a little worse than Chainlink and Uniswap. I think Chainlink's looking the best, and then Uniswap, and then. So yeah, basically, coming around, coming here. Maybe we'll get a little trigger wave over here. How's the 20-minute? Okay. Yeah, not looking too bad. I don't know what this does or anything about it. Let's look at basic attention token. It's on Coinbase, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I know it's a low. Yeah, that would look right. Yeah, that's it. It's looking like everything else in the daily. Let's try a little fib level here. Okay, nice rejection off of that fib level, just like the rejection off the spider line. But you're not seeing any like real clear like bearish divergence. Price is following it, so it's not really there's no like main cause for concern here. Yeah, no bearish divergence. No main cause for concern. Yeah, I'd be careful, when you want this line to act as support. This is why this would be, riskier than going along on Link or along on Uniswap right now, because this line is acting as support. Yeah, I like that. That's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good, but the main, well, there, it doesn't look too. How was the 24-minute? This stuff doesn't look, because price is well, no. You do have money, you have curvature, money curving down, so that's kind of a cause for concern. I wouldn't be going long on this for that main point. Also, you're coming up to a big fib level. Yeah, I would hold off on this. Basic attention token, I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about its utility or its team or anything, so I don't know. Okay, let's see here. What's up, Crypto Yacht? I'm going to get off in a minute, guys. Busy day today. Other things to have to deal with, but okay, I'm going to look at two more. I'm going to look at breaking through, boys. Let's see. You talking about Bitcoin crypto face? Oh yeah, looks like she is. Looks like she's breaking through. Yeah. Wow. My swing longs are doing well. That's good. Let's see. So I want to look at DOT. Definitely want to look at DOT, and then I like what this is looking like. I already like what this is looking like. 4 hour coming up. I like this. Oh, I like this. I like DOT. I like Chainlink right now, and I like Uniswap right now. I think Chainlink and DOT probably look the best. You probably have the most risk trying to mess with Uniswap at the moment. This, I mean, that's not too much of a cause for concern. There's no true divergence here. No true divergence. Daily looks like everything else. So, yeah, 4 hour, that same deal. 4 hour VWAP coming up. I like this, though. I like this. Mama turtle, baby turtle. Yeah. Oh, you are hitting that. Okay. So you want to take, you definitely want to take profits at 32 cents about. You got to, that would be great. If you went long right now, just lock in profits at 32 cents to stop off the entry point. Just let her ride. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to look at like one more. I'll take a look at Litecoin because I never look at it. I don't like Litecoin though. Actually, I want to look at something a little bit better than Litecoin. Yeah, I want to look at VRA because VRA, it's interesting. And so WhatsApp is down as well. Wow. Yeah, let's look at VRA. Because I own VRA. Where is it? Yeah, Veracity. Yeah, she's coming up to, everything's coming up to the general spider line. 15-minute, there's no trigger wave, but I mean, interesting. It doesn't look as good because, oh, you actually do see a little, what, right? Oh my, this is way up. Because I bought this thing around, somewhere around here, and I bought this on the dip around here, so, geez, I'm way up on this. Wow. I'm up, that was a good investment. I'm glad I bought that. It's a good project. That was a 4 hour. Definitely look at this line. Definitely look at this line. We are hitting a lot of fib levels on a lot of different things. So see if we could break through this line. If you bought this, I mean, I don't think you could trade this in leverage, but yeah, I would DCA in this long term. Or, you know, you'd probably want to take at least some profits if you made a lot of money over here. Mine's just a long-term holding, so I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm just going to hold this. You could earn a lot of interest on this on the Vero wallet. But yeah, it's a decent project. Not looking, I don't think it's looking as good as Polkadot or Link right now, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. I got to go. Please like the video if you guys got anything out of this. So have a good one, guys. All right, bye. So please subscribe to the channel, too. Important. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Trying to get up to 8,000 next. It's a big, big goal. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.